Hello loves, and welcome to another Creative Toolbox with Michelle. Today we're talking all about how to prepare for a photo shoot and the things I personally do to do that. So first thing first is you have to get to know your clients. Once they book, you need to understand who you're talking with, their personalities, their quirks, what do they like to do. One of the things I like to do is to make a survey. So I send them a survey via email, usually through my magazines or a PDF, something of that sort, and I just ask them, can you just email me back with answers? It takes 5 minutes. And I ask them questions like, where do you like to shop? Where do you like to eat? Movies, do you prefer action or romantic comedy? Obviously the answers will change if you have like a family versus a senior. But those are great ways, and it's non-invasive. It kind of avoids that awkward conversation on the phone at first when you're both trying to get to know each other at first. It's like an awkward blind date, but sometimes if you don't know them outside, if they're just a brand new inquiry. The second thing I do is location scout. I always ask them first if they have any locations in mind, because I really do want to tailor this around them. And although it might be something that's not like my first choice, it could be of really sentimental value to my client, and I don't want to miss that because I'm focused on me. This is about them. And I think photographers, we want to get that shot almost to the point where we kind of run over our clients a little bit and maybe what they thought would be good. But most of the time you probably will get clients that say, oh, I don't know, what do you think? And which is great, because then you need to have your fallback locations that you already know of maybe and that can suggest. And obviously if a client is a little bit more outdoorsy country, I'm probably not going to suggest downtown, depending on what we want. So there's just ideas that you can automatically filter because you did that first step. And another important thing about location scouting is the light. It can totally change the mood and the entire shoot of the session just by the light. So that's really understanding the location, not just viewing it. So if I go to the lake, I usually will go, if I go to a location, I will go a day or a week beforehand and look at it the exact same time that I'm gonna photograph the session with. I wanna know at 5 o'clock where that sun is hitting, where's those shadows, where's the open shade, and where's the broad daylight that I need to be careful of. So those things I will do for sure. Okay, another tip for you is that you need to ask if they have any outfit changes or props. You need to know for yourself. I've seen other photographers, and I've been in this situation before, like, oh yeah, they're gonna have 3 outfit changes, and then you don't realize how long those take, or you didn't educate your clients on how long that takes, and then you end up being rushed at the end. So you need to understand and just tell them, go, oh great, you're gonna have a wardrobe change, let's allow 15 minutes to do that. And that gives us kind of everybody kind of a timeline, because they don't know, they've never probably done this, especially if you have a senior, they've probably not had a lot of experience with photo shoots, and you just need to help them, guide them along the way and keep that pace up. That's kind of your job too. You're kind of the art director of the shoot as well as the photographer and creative and business person. You do have to wear all hats, and if you do have an assistant, sometimes that's great for them to go, hey, you know, we got 5 minutes, let's move on and stuff, and just to keep you on track. It's a great idea. My most important and my favorite tip is you're gonna need to map out your entire session. So what I mean by map is to have a general idea of start to finish and where your breaks are gonna be. So it doesn't have to be perfect, because as creatives we need to be flexible if we get ideas or it just feels right in the moment, then keep photographing by all means. But if I show up and I have only one idea and I don't really know where I'm going and stuff, and I'm just sitting there twiddling my thumbs, not only does that not look good, but it's wasting precious time. And my last tip is to make your client feel comfortable. Once you've done all this research beforehand, once you get to that session, you have that map, you're not going to get any good images unless you make them feel comfortable. Laugh with them, talk about their day, don't instantly make them pose. And you can start off posing them and stuff, but let them play with each other if it's an engagement. If it's a senior, give her something to do, maybe like she's twirling in her dress or something that just makes her feel a little bit more comfortable, and talk to her, because being in front of a camera is very vulnerable. If you haven't gotten in front of a camera in a while, do it because it's intimidating. You feel very exposed and you're not sure what to do, or even if you're used to it, your mind can go blank. So as a photographer, constantly remember to take that camera down sometimes and just be a person with them and keep that relationship up. And that's what's the most important. All right, loves, thanks for joining me today, and I hope these tips were helpful in creating a more successful photo shoot. Talk to you later. Bye.